been a bicycling enthusiast for years. To be able to get further in nature is really what got me into mountain biking, because you can get so much further in the trails and you're doing it in a way that's quiet. We had this respiratory virus that neither my wife, Jenny, or I could shake, and she seemed to get better, and then I needed to go to Gundersen and see Danielle Bakewell, who was a great doctor and really looked at me closely and thought that you're in good shape and you just have, a virus, and then it didn't go away and ended up with a chest x-ray which showed some abnormalities. Followed that up with a CAT scan, and then the CAT scan revealed that it was most likely a non-small cell lung cancer. So then that started the tumbleweed across the desert of PET scan, and then finding out that, that it was a malignancy. And then in the bronchoscopy and a biopsy that did show it was a squamous cell carcinoma, or squamous cell cancer. When a patient hears the big C word, when you hear cancer, everything shuts down and you're really not likely to hear anything from the doctor. Having a cancer experience with my mom and being her caregiver, I probably was in a better place and was able to kind of take this all bit by bit. After the biopsy, and we first had a consultation with Dr. Edel and Dr. Conway, and they'd seen the results of the biopsy as well as seen the images from the PET scan and the CAT scan. Having the clear MRI was nice, knowing that it hadn't spread, and the PET scan showed it hadn't spread, but based on the size of the tumor and the location, they weren't overly hopeful. But then when we walked in and met them, and I think they realized that I was a pretty spirited little guy, and I wasn't going to let this be too fatalistic about it, and they decided, that there is a curative potential, that we needed a different plan. Anytime I was in the infusion waiting room or in the radiation room, try to go around and meet people and, let them know that we're all in this together, and I just kind of was enjoying kind of having fun, having fun with the nurses, learning about them and their families and their lives. They sang happy birthday to me in the middle of an infusion for a chemotherapy infusion. All the nurses came in and sang happy birthday. Come on, it was great. 3 weeks into the radiation and the chemotherapy, the wheezing in my lungs went away, and I was showing them, I was like, listen, I can engage my lungs again, and they were just amazed. And I think that exercise was really important, continuing to pedal on my trainer, even if it was for 20 minutes. I'd go downstairs and get on my bike and just turn those pedals for a little while. After our CAT scan checkup, seeing many of the lymph nodes that were involved are totally resolved. They're fine, they're gone, and the tumor has shrunk an incredible amount. Dr. Conway was just shuffling through the CAT scan images, and he's like, there's nothing there, this looks great. There's no reason to do anything else. The care at Gundersen was fantastic. Not only the physicians, all the staff. Dr. Conway, Dr. Edel are fantastic oncologists. They took a risk with me and this aggressive treatment, and I'm here as a result. You don't have to be entirely negative, that there's a way to see the light and see light past this diagnosis. And if you're in a bike race, it's the same thing. You never think about your tires flatting or think about being in the end. You just take off and just have a good time and see where you end up at the end of it. Next year I'll be racing, and probably not in the Tour de France, but I might be in a local mountain bike race or maybe a gravel bike race, and I'll be in the over 50 old guys class, but I'll be out there and spinning the wheels and be in the wind. That's the important part. Be on Earth.